What's up everybody and welcome back to a brand new video on my YouTube channel, and I'm beyond excited to record this video because as you guys can tell from the title and thumbnail of today's video, this is going to be my Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's waifu tier list video. And this tier list that I created is a mix of like spicy memes and all seriousness and all that stuff. I got a good range of characters for this waifu tier list, all the way from the anime, manga, and one character from the video game that was pretty prominent in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 2011 World Championship game. It was like Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the Nexus. So there's one character from that for this list. I decided to not do all of the second tier type of characters from the Tag Force games, because if you guys ever played the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force games, there's a bunch of side characters in there, and I didn't decide to do any characters from that one, so I just wanted to ignore that. But this list is going to be a bunch of anime, manga, and then one video game character for this list. So if you guys are excited for this tier list, be sure to go hit that like button on the video down below and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And if this video does well, please tell me if you guys enjoy this type of video, because I am more than willing to do other waifu tier lists for possibly the Duel Monsters GX. Don't know if I'll do Zexal and Arcfire because a lot of the characters are like that lowly level and that's not good, but I'll consider it if the video series does well enough and all that stuff. And just overall, I would be willing to do more tier list videos if this series does pretty well. And alongside with that, you guys can actually participate in this tier list, because this was a tier list that I created myself in the tier list maker. So if you guys want to do this for yourself after you're done watching this video, be sure to go to the description down below and go check it out and send me your guys' tier list for Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's waifus and all that stuff. Send it to me on either Twitter or Discord. I'd love to see your guys' tier list on all this sort of stuff. But without further ado, let's get into this tier list right here. Oh baby, okay, we got a spicy tier list going on right here, and as you guys can see, we got a good range of all sorts of characters for this tier list. And honestly, a lot of these characters that I was looking up, I didn't even recognize some of these characters. Like, there was a good range of characters I looked for when it comes to the tier list maker and all that stuff right there. And first things first, when it comes to this tier list, we gotta put Luna in the lowly tier. As you can see on this tier list right here, lowly, if you don't put young Luna in here, I am calling the police. So I swear, if I see any of you guys in this tier list thing, if I do not see Luna in this tier right here, I'm gonna call the police on you if you guys send me your tier list things, okay? Don't put Luna up there. It has to go right here in lowly tier. So there's that right there, Luna in lowly tier. Next up, I'm gonna get it out of the way, we're gonna put Misty in that S tier. I made a whole entire dedicated video on why Misty is the best waifu. It was literally 20 minutes long and stuff like that. So we gotta put Misty in the S tier. It's pretty obvious, but if you want to hear my reasons why I just think that this waifu is S tier, then go watch that video. To run it down though, I love long black hair, blue eyes, very nice right there. Misty got a nice rack, which is also some S tier stuff, and then the character herself and the character development of the character is pretty good, and it would be waifu material AF. So that's why Misty Lola is in that S tier. But like I said, I made a 20-minute ramble video if you want to go check that out. Next up, what I gotta put S tier in for my waifu tier list is the MC from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's also a solid S tier placement, specifically because of the fact that, dude, this character was just so freaking good in the show. He was there day one in the show in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's, and this character was in the end of the show when it was Yusei versus Zone. Yusei versus Zone, he was the only person willing to cheer on Yusei and get the whole crowd of people in New Domino City to cheer on for Yusei to win against Zone. So that's why I think MC is S tier waifu status. Misty is better than the MC, but I still got to give credit where credit's due, and the MC is gonna have to go into the S tier spot right there. That is for sure. Next up, when we're on the tier list, this is gonna be a controversial one. Okay, this is gonna be a controversial one right here, and I do not know where I'm gonna be putting Akiza in this list. Honestly, when it comes to Akiza's design and stuff like that, I would give Akiza just a solid B tier when it comes to design. I'm not the biggest fan of short hair. Like, I can fuck with it with Akiza. It looks good for the character, but I'm not the biggest fan of the short-haired style. And her eyes, I'm not a big fan of her eye. Well, I'm fine with Akiza's eyes. I think her soft brown eyes are alright, but like, Misty's eyes are really nice to me, and I like those ones a lot more because it's like blue and it pierces into you. So like, design-wise, I have to put Akiza in B tier, but as a whole, like as a character of a whole, like design-wise and like, you know, personality traits, the Akiza that we get at the end of the show when she is over 18 years old, matured throughout all the show and stuff like that, I'll have to give Akiza a solid A tier right there. If Akiza's personality, I didn't like her personality that much, she would be at B tier, but I think Akiza is a deserving enough at A tier because her personality is really nice. At the end of the show, she's a very nice and good supporting character and all that stuff, and her looks are good. She got some nice rack. I'm okay with the red head hair. I'm okay with the soft brown eyes, and I'll prefer it as much as like someone like Misty and stuff like that. But Akiza is a solid A tier just overall when it comes to both personality and design. So that's why Akiza is going to be in that A tier spot right there. Next up, what I'm going to be talking about is Sherry right here. And I need to rewatch season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's at some point to like kind of get this. But currently, I'll have to give like Sherry like an A tier also. Now, when it comes to Sherry and everything like that, I think with Sherry, she is a good A tier in design. And honestly, like, Sherry would be like S tier for me under design. I do not mind having a nice, long, blonde hair girl with them piercing green eyes. Like, that's a good combo right there. Blonde hair and green eyes is pretty nice. I like blue better. I think blue eyes are better than green eyes, but Sherry's design of both long, blonde hair and green eyes are pretty good. But honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the character's personality as too much. There's some good redeeming traits about the character. She can be a very cute and lovable character, but there's a lot of times where she's very forward, very just like, I guess, manipulated in a sense, and also she got manipulated herself in season 2, or I guess season 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's, whatever like the end season with Zone was. She like kind of was manipulated and became like part of the bad guys at the end of the show, and I was kind of disappointed by that. The Sherry became kind of the bad guy at the end of the show, so that's why I'm putting Sherry in A tier. Honestly, like the character personality I put in B tier, but looks are A tier, so I'm gonna put like this two mixed together. So A tier for both Akiza and Sherry right there. The Sherry, in my opinion, it just could have been that like A or S tier alongside the MC and Misty, but there is that. So I don't really know. I'm not the biggest fan of Sherry when it comes to that, but still, her looks are so freaking good. I hope, honestly, I will take Sherry in Duel Links. I don't care if Sherry becomes before Misty when it comes to Duel Links. I am okay with Sherry getting added to Duel Links. That'd be pretty cool. Like, still add Misty. Misty, please add her into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, but still, that's pretty good. What next should I do? What should I do next? You know what? Let's go. Let's put Adult Luna at B tier. Honestly, Luna matured pretty well in the show. I will admit, Adult Luna was pretty good when it came to the mature arc, because if you guys didn't know, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sub, they actually did a like forward in time thing where they showed all the characters like around like 8 years later in the show, and due to that, you get to see Leo and Luna all grown up. You get to see Akiza and Yusei established as adults. I think you also see Jack and Crow too, but I haven't watched that episode yet. Well, all I know is that there was like a screenshots of Adult Luna right there, because there's an end scene where Adult Luna and Adult Leo were talking to each other and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, you know, Luna developed pretty well as a woman right there, and I could see her being a potential good waifu when it comes to that. So lowly Luna stays down there, but Adult Luna can get that solid B tier right there. Now let's go up next to Carly, and I do not know how I'm gonna do this one. Okay, I think my opinions might change later. Oh, this is a tough one. This is actually a tough one. I think for now, I'm going to put normal Carly at C tier. I'm not the biggest fan of Carly's like personality and design. She's not a horrible character. She was really important to the plot, and I'm really glad that Carly was able to help Jack out become like a good character in the show. So Carly's good for that. She's a good supporting character and stuff like that. But I don't know if I like her kind of like quirky like personality in a sense, and I also don't like the glasses that she chose. In this render that I chose for the tier list maker, I did not give her like the weird swirly glasses. I found this render without her glasses, and her eyes are really nice. But I don't like Carly's glasses that much. They're pretty whack, and just, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of the character. Still good waifu. I'd still smash that waifu, but she's going to be in a C tier for me. And then this is going to be tough for me when it comes to Dark Signer Carly, because like, okay, my head is telling me to also put Dark Signer Carly to C tier, but then my PP is telling me to put her at B tier, because I'm not gonna lie, Dark Signer Carly is hot as fuck, and I'm not gonna lie, that whole like Jackie scene in the show was pretty hot too. It's bad. Like, my head's telling me C tier, but my PP is telling me to put it in B tier. So I'm not too sure where to put Dark Signer Carly. Like, still, I mean, Dark Signer Carly is still, like, way hotter than normal Carly, in my opinion. Dark Signer Carly is hot as fuck, and just in general, the Dark Signer girls, both Misty and Carly in Dark Signer form, are hot as fuck. So, I don't know. I'm gonna bite the bullet and put Dark Signer Carly a B tier. We're gonna put normal Carly to C tier and Dark Signer Carly to a B tier. She was hot as fuck in that zone. So there is that right there. That's gonna be it for that one. And then I'm also gonna put Mina. I'm not the biggest fan of Mina, but she's all right. I'm gonna put Mina at C tier. I don't really know too much about the character. I know that Trudge is trying to you know, smash Mina right there, so I'll let Trudge like have this character and all that stuff. But I'm gonna put Mina at C tier. She's all right. She's an all right character. And blue hair. I'm a sucker for blue haired chicks, so there's that all right there, and I can tell that she got a pretty decent rack too, so that's nice. So Mina C tier, don't really have too much opinions on that. Next up, we're gonna talk about the grandmas of the show, and I'm gonna put both Martha and I forgot what her name was. I think I have it written down. Hold on. I think this character right here is called Zora and all that jazz. So I'm gonna put both what was her name? Martha and Zora in the F tier right here because they're adults, they're grandmas, and I don't think that they're good enough for waifu. I do like Martha way more than Zora though, so that's why Martha's in the front of F tier. But at the end of the day, I don't need to be waifuing these characters up. They can stay to them. I mean, this chick has a kid, and Martha's, you know, helping out a bunch of the orphans right now, so I don't need to bother them right there. So that's why I put them in F tier, just for the spicy memes and give credit to all the Yu-Gi-Oh 5D's waifus. What next should I do? Because we're getting pretty low. We're getting to like the rest of the characters that most people don't know. I think I'm gonna put this chick into a D tier right here. I forgot her name was, so let me go look at this because I have it right down. I think her name of the dub was Angela, if I remember correctly, and I'm gonna put her to D tier. Her personality was mega annoying. She is attractive, like, don't get me wrong, that's an attractive looking character, okay? I like the looks of the character, attractive character, but her personality is just so snotty, and I just don't like it, like, at all. So I'm gonna put this character in the D tier, that's for sure. Yeah, the personality character is just annoying as heck. And then also, I'm gonna put this character into here. Let me look up her name, because, ooh, I don't know what her name is, because she's from the manga. I think her name in the manga was Ran. I'll correct myself in the editing through this video, but honestly, I think that this character deserves, like, that D tier. It's also a super annoying character. For what I remember researching about this character for the video is that in the manga, this character that I just put in D tier was against Akiza. She and Akiza had a turbo duel to show who's the best queen of Duel Academy and stuff like that, but she's just snotty. I don't really care about the character. So there's that right there. I'm gonna put this character in the D tier for what I remember and all that stuff. This other manga character, I think I'm gonna put in C tier. I don't think this character deserves C tier. So from what I researched, this girl's called like Ishking Goodwin. Probably butchered the name, but this character in the manga is actually the adoptive person for Rex and Roman Goodwin in the manga, and all that stuff. And I think overall this character is nice, but later on in the manga, she turned into an evil character due to the fact that she failed to do some sort of like duel ritual, because she's like an ancient type of character. Kind of like, you know, how the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel monsters have the ancient pharaohs and stuff like that. That's kind of what this character is. And due to that, she became, like, evil and stuff like that in the manga. But overall, I think the character pre-evil was pretty good, so I'll give her a C tier, I guess. Don't really know too much about the character, but there is that. I think we're going to put this teacher also in C tier. Seems like a nice teacher. I don't think that this teacher deserves to be in D tier, especially from how, like, I trashed these two characters in D tier, so I'm gonna put her also in C tier because it's just like a nice teacher. Not bad looking either. I'd smash, but nothing too crazy to me at all right there. Next up, I think I'll put ooh, actually I might put this girl at D tier. So I don't hate this character that much, okay? I don't care enough about this character, but I don't hate this character enough. But from what I remember, she was kind of annoying. She was very latched upon on Jack. She was part of the love trio of Carly, Mina, and that love trio for Jack. She was kind of annoying. From what I remember, I think she was kind of annoying. So I'm gonna put her like the high D tier. Honestly, if I had like an in-between tier of D and F, I would put these two characters in the in-between spot right there. So there is that. And also, I'll be honest too, honestly, these characters kind of do deserve F tier compared to these two, but due to just like waifu status, I'd rather smash D tier over F tier, because F tier, I'd leave F tier alone. D tier, I would be willing to smash these characters, but they're super annoying and stuff like that. So I'll give this character a D tier. Don't really care too much about this one right here. So there is that. And now we're on the final two. Honestly, Akiza's mom was pretty nice looking, especially in the flashback scenes. I'll edit into the flashback scene of the show, and like Akiza's mom was MILF. Okay, Akiza's mom was super MILF. This is kind of like her a little bit older now and all that stuff, and I don't know if I would want to smash Akiza's mom as it is. Like, she's hot as, you know what, I'm gonna put Akiza's mom in F tier only because I don't think it would be a nice thing to smash the MILF. MILF is fuck. The character is MILF as fuck. But I don't think I want to get to the bad side of Akiza and all that stuff, because Akiza could use her psychic powers and yeet me off to existence. But still, young Akiza's mom was hot as fuck. If she was single and like young state, I would totally 100% snatch her the character. But I'm gonna put her in the F tier. I should probably rename this tier as it is to just like the Milfs that you just should leave alone or something like that, because I'm only putting these characters in F tier because I just want to leave them alone. Don't need to bother them. No reason to smash them. But still, she was hot as fuck. And then next up, I think I'm also going to put this character also in C tier. So if I remember her name, let me go. I think her name was like Masaki or something like that. And she was in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's World Championship 2011 game, and it was called Over the Nexus. And she was kind of a similar character to Bruno. I forgot Bruno's name in the sub version of Yu-Gi-Oh, but she was basically the equivalent of Bruno, but for the video game. Because what was really cool about the Yu-Gi-Oh World Championship games from the 5Ds era is that they did a good job of basically kind of like putting yourself into this world of the Yu-Gi-Oh show where it follows the anime, but you're more of the main character. So due to that, they gave like a new version of Bruno specifically for your main character for the game and stuff like that. So she was a good character. She was a little bit moody and all that stuff, but at the end of the game, she developed a good bond and actually liked you as a character. And all that stuff right there. So she's like a good solid C tier in my opinion. Nothing too crazy about the character, and honestly, I need to replay Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the Nexus at some point because I would like to relive that game. So there's that right there, and all that jazz. But definitely a good solid C tier in my opinion. And looks like that's it when it comes to my tier list. So we got Misty and the MC in S tier, but Misty is like top tier. We got both Akiza and Sherry, and actually I'm gonna go move these around because I do like Sherry more than Akiza, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna put Akiza right here, and then, or I mean, I'm gonna put Sherry in the front of A tier, and then put Akiza at the end right there because I think Sherry is, I'm just much more attracted to Sherry compared to Akiza. That's for sure. Like I said, looks wise B tier, but overall Akiza's good A tier waifu. And all that stuff. Adult Luna B tier, Dark Center Carly a B tier, normal Carly at C tier, Mina, I kind of a shrug character. Whatever this manga character is called, C tier, C tier, C tier, but all these characters D tier, where I wouldn't mind smashing, but honestly, I would much rather not to. F tier is just to leave the good, you know, parents of Yu-Gi-Oh! Alone. Don't need to smash them. Keep them in F tier, and then loli for Luna because I don't want to get the police called on me because that is a loli character. So there is that right there, and that's going to be it for my 5D's waifu tier list and all that stuff right there. That was a wild ride to record and all that stuff right there, but I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list, and if you watched to the end of the video and you haven't already, be sure to go smash that like button on the video down below, subscribe to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content, and be sure to send me your guys' tier list on the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's waifus. I'll put it in the description down below and all that stuff right there. So yeah, like, subscribe, do the tier list if you want to support me as a content creator. Be sure to go check out my, or be sure to join as a YouTube member. I should start probably pushing my YouTube member thing more. So if you see the join button on your screen in the YouTube app and all that stuff, you can click join, support me as a content creator and all that stuff. Be sure to go check it out. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll go see you guys in the next one. One thing I completely forgot to mention, so I'm making a whole new clip to say this, is that I nominate ItsBradazHD, Yugioh Everything, and StardustNobody to make their own 5Ds or Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds waifu tier list. Like, just make your own list from the list template that I have provided in the link in the description down below. I think it would be cool to get the community going on something like this if you guys are down. You guys don't have to make a video on it, but it'd be really cool if you guys did. I would be very curious in your guys' opinions on the epic Yu-Gi-Oh! Waifus, and it'll be cool to get the community to get going on something like this. So yeah, nominate StardustNobody, Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and Sam, aka StardustNobody, to do their own thing. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out again.